My personal hobby isn't illegal. Besides, I run a legitimate business. What qualifications do you have to kick me out? Wu Chen said frankly, I know all about your assault and gun-related incidents. The Mo family sent you to City C to make things difficult for the Tong family. Wang Donglou was still unafraid. Everyone knows that. You want to kick me out based on that? Ridiculous. I'm not done yet. Look at this place. Why is your office built here? Let me remind you, Wang Donglui's face suddenly changed. What are you trying to say? Wu Chen continued. When you were suppressing the Tong family, you set your sights on this mining company. After being rejected for acquisition, you brutally murdered all 100 people in the company and buried their bodies here. You built your company headquarters here to prevent their bodies from being found. Wang Donglou felt a chill down his spine. Who is this kid? How does he know about this? Wu Chen added, the Mo family will help you resolve your previous troubles with the Tong family. But once this horrific massacre is exposed, no one can save you. He quickly knelt down. From the way you're talking, it seems I can't escape being involved with the Tong family. Are you here to help the Tong family? Even if I leave City C, the Tong family's situation won't improve much. Wu Chen didn't hide anything. There's also the CEO of the Delong Energy Group, the one who's truly helping the Mo family suppress the Tong family. I know that after you leave, he'll be next. Wang Donglou broke out in a cold sweat. I understand. I'll leave. After dealing with Wang Donglou, Wu Chen left. Now it's time for something else. He called a Wang. Hey, little sister, check the information I just sent you. You said you'd take me out to play, so I went out with you. But you're making me work again. Is this fun? Wu Chen coaxed her. Of course it's fun. If I'm not mistaken, this will be a huge bombshell. This piqued Ah Huang's curiosity. She immediately accessed her computer. I'm ready. City C is really going too far. All right, the address you need has been decoded. I'm sending it to you now, at the Phoenix Mental Hospital in City C. Brother Lee, I paid enough this time. Don't kick me out after a few minutes like last time. Last time was because you wanted to take her clothes off. If you follow the rules, I won't kick you out. She used to be with a high-ranking official. If she wasn't crazy, it wouldn't be your turn. Even in our next life, we can't even dream of this kind of woman. That's right. If it weren't for Brother Lee, I wouldn't even dare to think about it. Brother Lee called the man into the room. You can touch her, but you absolutely cannot take her clothes off or do anything real. Inside the room, a girl named Zhonglin was lying unconscious. The man couldn't resist as soon as he saw her. My sleeping beauty, your husband is here. He moved his hands all over her body. My beauty, you smell so good, so fragrant. Oh, this milky white skin, I really want to. I paid for 15 minutes. I want to do it twice. Outside the door, Wu Chen knocked Brother Lee unconscious and walked in. He sighed as he approached the man. You pathetic creature. The man was startled. You, who are you? Where's Brother Li? Wu Chen struck the back of his neck. Calm down. He collapsed unconscious on the floor. Wu Chen recognized her immediately. This is Jing Lin, the former lover of the CEO of the Delong Group, Liu Guoguang. Oh, choosing the wrong person to live like this. Where's the dignity of a human being? Half an hour later, Zhonglin slowly regained consciousness. Are you awake? Wu Chen asked. Seeing a strange man sitting beside her, Zhonglin jumped back. Who are you? Help me. Before she could finish, Wu Chen raised a finger to his lips, signaling her to be quiet. Who's the person lying on the ground? See for yourself. Are you sure the people in this mental hospital will save you? Zhonglin looked at them and said, He's the orderly who usually takes care of me, Brother Lee. Wu Chen told her, It seems you're completely unaware of being harassed. Zhonglin was startled. What are you talking about? Wu Chen explained, he not only harassed you but also accepted money to let others harass you. If they weren't afraid of you getting pregnant, who knows how badly you would have been violated. Zhonglin's face flushed red with anger, her body trembling. I'm not crazy. When I get out of here, I'll sue them. Those bastards will go to jail. Wu Chen smiled. But someone is controlling the legal assessment of your mental illness. Whether you're crazy or not is not up to you. Speaking of lawsuits, How did you hear? You discovered that Liao Guoguang was cheating on you, argued with him, and demanded a divorce, but he refused. You threatened to report him to the prosecutor's office. As a result, you were sent to this mental hospital. You haven't forgotten all this, have you? Zhong Lin was stunned, realizing her current situation. She remained silent. Wu Chen proposed, let's make a deal. You provide me with evidence against Liao Guoguang, and I'll get you out of here safely. How about it, however? Zhong Lin asked. Who are you? Why should I trust you? Wu Chen removed Zhong Lin's handcuffs. Who I am is not important. What's important is that you can only trust me now. Zhong Lin quickly agreed. She looked at the two men who had harassed her. If that's the case, I have one more condition. I want these two scumbags to never harm another woman again. Wu Chen immediately agreed. Small matter. But before that, to avoid alerting the enemy, you have to stay here obediently and learn how to protect yourself. Take fewer sedatives. Zhong Lin whispered something in Wu Xian's ear and he concluded, a promise is a promise. The next day, at a pig slaughterhouse on the outskirts of the city. What are you doing here? This is a restricted area. No unauthorized personnel allowed. Wu Chen, his hands in his pockets, replied calmly, Chairman Liao asked me to come. The man was skeptical. I've never seen you before. Wu Chen took out his phone. If it wasn't the most important matter, Chairman Liao wouldn't have sent me personally. If you don't believe me, call Chairman Liao. If anything happens, you'll be held responsible. Hearing this, the man hurriedly invited Wu Chen inside. I understand. Please come in. As they walked, Wu Chen said to Tong Beiquan, is the truck behind the warehouse ready? Everything you asked for is done, but I don't understand why we're at a pig slaughterhouse. Wu Chen pointed to a spot and said, see for yourself, don't be too surprised. Wu Chen opened the lid of a container, revealing dazzling gold bars. These gold bars must weigh at least a ton. This is the Tong family restaurant's earnings for over 10 years. Take it. Tong Beiquan was still confused. What's going on? Wu Chen patted Tong Beiquan's shoulder. Don't worry. I'll meet with Liao Guoguang and then see you later. At this moment, in a room, Liao Guoguang was having fun with a scantily clad woman. Wu Chen walked in casually. Hello, Chairman Liao. Looks like you're having fun. At such a crucial moment, the girl was startled and turned around. What the hell? Liao Guoguang quickly covered himself with a blanket. Who are you? Get out. Although they were both embarrassed, Wu Chen said nonchalantly, anyway, the foreign girl doesn't understand what we're saying. Just tell her to be quiet. Chairman Liao, I've taken care of the treasure you hid at the pig slaughterhouse on the outskirts of the city. No need to thank me. Liao Guoguang trembled with anger. He glared at Wu Chen. Wu Chen sat down on the sofa next to him and smiled. Of course, you can't report this to the police. After all, with your salary of 1.7 million a year, how can you explain to the government where you got over $2 billion worth of gold? For many years, you've been leading your subordinates to eat and drink for free at the Tong family restaurant. In the past 10 years, you've spent $2 billion. Now you and the Tong family are even. I haven't even calculated the interest for you. How about it? I'm not treating you badly, am I? Hearing the mention of the Tong family, Liao Guoguang gritted his teeth. The Tong family, those useless fools, dare to touch me. Wu Chen continued, ignoring Liao Guoguang's anger. With Chairman Liao's achievements, you'll be promoted sooner or later. You can continue in a higher position in City C in another 5 years. Continuing to suppress the Tong family won't be a problem. But I advise you not to do that, because your position is easily gained and even more easily lost. When you were young, Chairman Liao, you weren't even a subordinate. You helped your superior's mistress, provided a stable home, and raised his child, doing all the dirty work. That's why you were promoted so quickly. But you living with such a beautiful woman every day but unable to touch her, you were angry. So angry that you used the excuse of being drunk to tear her dress and brutally tortured her all night. You even recorded it as evidence to threaten her into silence. Then you met Zhong Lin. If it weren't for this marriage, your relationship could be considered free love, but women all want a home. Zhong Lin wanted a family, but you couldn't give it to her. Lin forced you to marry her, and you couldn't explain. When you were drunk, you told Lin all the secrets of your marriage and even gave her the recording.